this team ever going to learn? Is this team ever going to fulfill their potential? I mean, the offense today for the Browns was ultimately pretty good. I mean, Nick Chubb was as good as advertised. He ran. The Browns' offense was running all over the Charger defense. But for some reason, we still couldn't figure out how to pull off a win if our lives depended on it. I mean, how many leads is this team going to blow this season? How many leads is this team going to blow before they learn how to close out a game? I mean, we were up 2 touchdowns on these guys. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter when the Chargers had not given up a first quarter touchdown in how many games? And we couldn't get anything done against them. Got off to a fast start, but we couldn't execute beyond that. And don't even get me started about that interception that Jacoby Brissett threw at the end of the game. I mean, he had how many yards in front of him that were just wide open and could have at least got the first down. But he decided to throw it blindly to a covered Amari Cooper, and he ended up throwing an interception in the end zone. What a shame. What an absolute shame this team was today. And to make things worse, the offense was the best part about this team today. The defense, oh man, the defense stunk today. How many times is this defense going to let wide receivers get open without a single defender within 15 yards? How many times are they gonna give up blown coverages before they learn that they need to cover people on defense? It's almost like it's part of their job. I swear, this defense is not going to go anywhere until that guy at defensive coordinator and Joe Woods is gone. And I don't think it's going to come during this season either. I wish it could come during this season, but the unfortunate reality is that I don't think there's anyone better on this defensive coaching staff that could call plays better than Joe Woods at his best. That is alarming. Because we got problem number 1 with Joe Woods on defense, just being Joe Woods, and constantly giving up big running plays right up the gut, not guys out of position and not covering people. And I know a lot of people like to blame the players for that, but at some point you got to blame the coaches. At some point you got to say this issue is happening so often and so frequently with so many different players that then you got to, at that point you got to say it's the coach. At some point you have to look to the coach to start blaming it. Or you have to start blaming the coach for the players not performing on the field at some point. And Joe Woods is beyond that point. He absolutely deserves to be fired at some point during the offseason. And despite Joe Woods being Joe Woods, this team had how many possibilities? Had what? 2 field goal attempts that Cade York just missed because he pushed it wide to the right, pushed them both wide to the right. it's amazing to me how Cade York could kick one of the harder field goals that he could probably ever kick it in the NFL and hit the game winner in week 1 on the road, but then he can't kick the shorter field goals here in Cleveland at home. Make that make sense. At first, I was really, really high on Cade York, especially after he kicked that field goal to beat Carolina. But his stock is tanking in my eyes because he has not been able to kick consistently. Now, I'm not going to say get rid of him just yet. There's still plenty of time in this rather young season for him to iron out his kicking woes. And hopefully he doesn't turn into another Chase McLaughlin, where he just can't be dependent on kicking a field goal from pretty much any distance. But he is quickly reaching that point. Now, I know that a lot of people say that Stefanski should be fired for this team. Stefanski should not be fired. Yeah, he's far from perfect. He needs to start acting on his promises to change and not just saying or not just making promises to change to appease everyone to keep him from getting fired. He needs to start actually acting on his word. But that being said, the offense, led by Stefanski, can consistently put up 30 points. And they've consistently put up 30-plus points this season. So for that, Stefanski, I don't think he should be fired. I just don't. Because obviously, something he's doing is working at least at this point in time. What's really painful is this team has so much potential. They have so many star players on this team, and they can't get out of their own ways. They can't get out of their own way. I mean, how many games are they going to drop? How many must-win games are they going to drop because they can't get out of their own way this year? How many games that they should win are they going to drop because they can't get out of their own way this year? Should it be in the Jets? Should it beat the Falcons? And should it beat the Chargers? But the coaching staff couldn't get out of their own way. There's got to be some sort of change. And maybe, just maybe, that change needs to be the owner. Because things have not been looking good for Haslam's team. And at some point, I hope he sells. I hope he sells the team at some point. Because I want a team. I want the executives of the team to put whoever is going to get this team to start winning in positions to where they can actually help the team. But the personnel we have right now, not all of them are getting it done. Not all of them are getting it done. And I hope at some point that changes. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share this video, share all my videos. They're all over on my channel and linked down below. I also have a sports talk show podcast that I do with my friend Ty every week. It's also linked down below. Subscribe there as as well if you like sports. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully the Browns improve. Their schedule's not going to. See you later.